News just coming in. Sale of platform tickets have been stopped with immediate effect from today on in several stations in Mumbai suburban region. No platform tickets at LTT, Kalyan, Thane, Dadar, Panvel and CST stations. That's the story we're getting at this hour. To prevent the movement of more people within the stations, platform tickets was required. Now, people will not be required unless, of course, they are travelling. They will not be allowed to be hanging around at these platforms using a platform ticket because the sale also of the same has been stopped. Meanwhile, here are some ground reports on curbs and coronavirus situation across the country. Take a look.
Maharashtra on Thursday reported 56,200 new cases. The new cases was 7% down from Wednesday when it reported 59,900 cases. There were 376 deaths which were reported in the state alone. Mumbai, on the other hand, reported about 8,000 cases, and the tests which are done in Mumbai were about 40,000, and there were around 34,000 RT-PCR tests done in Mumbai. A central team also visited the city and they surveyed some of the isolation facilities and the vaccination centers, and they seem to be satisfied with the arrangements made by the Maharashtra government. The state now believes that there are more people coming positive in a day because the tests which are done on a daily basis are much more. With camera person Mangesh Amre, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai for India Today.
More than 7,400 fresh cases in the last 24 hours, 24 deaths and almost 4,500 people in hospitals or COVID care centers. Delhi's coronavirus situation is spiraling even as Ayush and Unani doctors have now been pressed into service to treat coronavirus patients in the hospitals. OPDs have been shut. Emergency surgeries only is the order coming from the AIIMS administration as the Prime Minister stresses on test, track and treat. But the question is, are people following the distancing and masking norms? In Delhi, the numbers are spiraling, but the crowds don't seem to be reducing. In New Delhi, with cameraman Rakesh, this is Anisha Mathur for India Today.
Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa last night imposed what is known as a corona curfew, which means from the 10th of April to the 20th of April, from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., people will not be allowed to move outside. There will be curfew. However, essential services will be exempted. Testing will be ramped up. For every one person who's found to be COVID positive, 20 other contacts will be checked, which means on an average, since Bengaluru is having about or getting about 5,000 odd cases, you're looking at 1 lakh tests that will be conducted on a daily basis in Bengaluru itself. Now, all these measures are good. However, if people do not follow two rules, wearing a mask and practicing physical distance, nothing will work. So please follow these rules and get yourself vaccinated. For India Today in Bengaluru, this is Nolan Pinto.
Well, in another worrying development, now medical professionals who had taken 2 doses of vaccine are testing positive for this infection. The most notable of this are Delhi's Sir Gangaram Hospital. 37 doctors at the private facility have tested positive for this infection. A majority of these healthcare warriors have mild symptoms. 32 doctors are in home isolation. 5 are in hospital for treatment. All doctors got infected while attending to patients of Covid-19 in spite of having received both doses of the vaccine during the first phase of the inoculation. Meanwhile, 40 doctors at King George's Medical University in Lucknow have tested positive for COVID. Of the 40 doctors, around half of them belong to the general surgery department, 9 of the urology department and 3 doctors of the Department of Medicine. This in spite of having received both doses of the vaccine.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.